Okay, so I approach one of the stall owners at the night market and here in Vane Gate, and I say to him, um, "Good evening, sir. May I ask you a question?"
You can ask anything you like, lad.
I'm looking for a tavern that has it's near a butcher shop, very close, I believe. Do you know where that might be?
Tavern near a butcher shop.
I know it's not much to go on.
Tavern near. Oi, Julie. Yes, father. Do you know a tavern near a butcher shop? You're the one that frequents the taverns, father, not me. All right, you might go. And he tells you a street to go up and go left and go right and so forth and so on. I think there's one there near a butcher shop.
Thank you, sir. I give him a copper piece for his troubles.
Oh, no, not necessary. Yes, it is, father. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very well. I mean, it's like 10 cents or something. It's not much.
Yeah. But, you know, to her it's a lot. To her father it's not.
Yeah, fair enough.
As you walk away, you can hear him going, "You ought to have some generosity, girl. Really? The man just wanted information. Father, just take the money when people give it to you." That's what you hear.
I check inside my purse to see how much money I have, which is actually a question because for some reason I can't find it on my currency sheet. I'm going to have a quick look, but oh, currency 10. I've got 10 gold. No, I don't.
Good.
I have 10. I do have 10 gold. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right, and I can delete one copper piece.
Yep.
That's interesting. It didn't do anything.
And they're packing up their stall, which turns out to be their wagon anyway.
Right. All right. I say to him, "Can I help you at all, sir?"
Oh, well, what do you think? He wants to help, you know. Well, take it, father, take it. Yes, please, if you would.
Very well. I give some assistance. I obviously don't really know what I'm doing because I don't know where he packs his stuff or even what it is that he's packing.
Oh, you can see heavy stuff there, you know.
All right.
The girl, by the way, is unusually attractive.
Unusually attractive.
Yes.
For a human.
Yes.
All right. Well, okay. That's fine. Very well. Well, I'm going to help them pack this stuff, and I say thank you, and I say, "My name is Ravir Windwalker. If you ever need the services of a tracker, and you see me again, I will be staying at the inn I described until further notice."
Thank you, good sir. We'll take that into notice.
Or if you know anyone else that needs a tracker, for that matter.
Of course. Of course.
I nod my head, or I'm not wearing a cap, or I tip my hood, perhaps, as a gesture, and I bid them adieu, and I head off to the tavern that they told me about.
My home is just 300 meters north of here, should you need shelter any time.
Well, thank you. What would it look like if I find it? I can imagine there are many homes here in this place. It seems to me that they are built up on top of one another.
Yes, but my house is triangular in shape.
See?
And it's the only house that is triangular in shape.
Very well then, I shall seek it out. So what was your name, if I may?
My name is Koof. Sarkoof.
Sarkoof. All right.
And that is Lindrel Sarkoof.
Lindrel. All right. Got it.
And as you see, I have many wares.
What is he selling?
He's selling everything from, he's even got armor there.
Wow.
He's got armor, he's got bows, he's got pots and pans, he's got, you name it, he's got it almost.
Huh.
He's got little trinkets, you know, jewelry, stuff like that.
All right. I don't need any of those things right now, unless anything really stands out to me as personal for some reason.
No,
So
it's nothing.
I tell you what I do is I choose something that seems like a. Does he look like he needs money? I mean, are they dirt poor, or are they well off, or how well?
No,
off
he
are they?
doesn't look dirt poor.
All right, then I will buy a very, very cheap piece of jewelry, a trinket, essentially,
Yeah.
off them,
Yep.
just as a gesture of friendliness, you know, basically, just as a common courtesy.
They sell you this jewelry.
Right. And I say thank you very much. And I put it on, I wear it actually, so that if anybody sees me, they'll notice this jewelry.
Yeah.
But it's basically, it's a necklace. So if I wear it out like this, they can see it.
Okay.
And the rest of the time I put it inside my jacket so that, you know, and if he ever looks for me, he can say, you know, look for Ravir with the, you know, the silver necklace with the dragon on it.
Yep. So is that what you wanted to have?
If it's possible, yeah, why not?
Okay. Yes. Silver necklace with a dragon on it.
Cool.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
He from his daughter and his conversation, and before you leave, you can tell that yes, he is reasonably wealthy, and he does this to while away his retirement years. He still likes the contact with the people and stuff like that.
Okay.
But you also get the gist that he's the man to go to if you want to know something.
By the way, during this conversation, have I lost those hunters that were earlier?
Oh, they are so lost.
Okay.
Yeah. There were too many people coming through. They could have been like across the way from you. That's how many people are coming through.
Did I even get an image of their faces at any point, or like, can I remember their faces? If I saw them again, would I recognize them?
Oh yeah. No, you saw them enough that you know their faces.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay then. I'm going to go to the inn. By the way, I've got 1 hour before my internet cuts out for 30 minutes. Then we can resume again after 30 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So I go to the inn. I get to the inn.
Okay.
If I don't get stopped, I'm on my way there.
Okay. All right. You go to the inn. Now, this is terrible. It's like smelly. It's like where you're at the moment.
Right.
It's smelly, and there's, you even seen rats running down the, and someone threw out their piss pot out the window, and it's a nasty part of town.
Well, as a wood elf who's never been to a human city before, this is my first impression of humans.
Yeah.
So I don't have
And
a very good impression so far.
yeah, yeah. Except for about maybe 2 people.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, and there, lo and behold, is the self-same butcher shop.
Ah,
You pass it. It looks exactly like in your vision,
I stopped for a moment
except for
and
the lack of meat in it now,
right.
because it's nighttime.
Well, I use that as a reference to try and find this inn.
Okay, it's kind of all joined together and stuff, but you think that 3-story building there would
Yeah.
be the inn, because there's a lot of music coming from it, there's a lot of sound coming from it.
Is the
There's
music any
even,
good?
eh?
Is the
Oh,
music any good, or is it?
no, it's kind of, you know how when people get drunk, there's a
Right.
piano in the room and I want to play it,
Right.
and in my own mind, I'm really good at playing this piano.
Right. Right.
But in everybody else's mind, fortunately, they're all pissed too, so they don't care.
So this might be a harpsichord.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I'm only using the piano as a...
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I don't have too many options, so I'm going to head to this inn, and
Yeah.
I approach the door, and
Yeah.
I'll watch out for anyone who looks dodgy, because I'm imagining that this place is full of dodgy characters. The whole city is quite big.
Yes.
It's the biggest city in this world out of game.
Yeah.
So it's freaking enormous.
And you're only in one part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't seen much of it yet, but what I've seen is huge. And
Yeah.
this may, in fact, be the dirtiest part of town. It's hard to know at this point. Or on the other hand, it
This
might
is
be the nicest part. I don't know.
I don't know if they have a poor people section,
Oh yeah,
but
they do.
there is. You're in the poor people section.
Okay. All right. I go inside the inn.
Okay, you go inside the inn. It is a bustling metropolis inside.
Okay.
There are people getting thrown out just as you come in. There's someone getting thrown out,
Okay, I step out of the way.
and this big ogre is like, "Get out! Don't come back!"
Is it an ogre or a half orc?
Half orc.
Orc. Okay, half orc.
Half orc. Yeah.
Because ogres are.
Get out!
Enormous.
Don't come back!
All right. I step out of the way, and I just let that happen. And then I go in when there's a clear space.
Okay, he turned around.
So I'm imagining a lot of people chattering and stuff.
Yes,
Singing.
it's very active.
Sounds of cups and glasses and plates.
And there's 2 guys sitting outside smoking.
Okay.
Yeah, smoking pipes.
Do I recognize what they're smoking? Can I tell from the smell of it?
Yes, you can. It is a pleasurable little smoke, much like marijuana, except twice as effective.
Twice as powerful. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, as a wood elf, it's probably something that I actually do partake in from time to time.
Yes. So they're going, they're doing their thing.
Right, that's fine. I'm going to turn this other camera off because it's just making the screen smaller, really. Right, now there's 2 of us. Okay, so I head over to the bar, and I avoid anybody that gets in the way, basically, and
Yes.
I go over to the bar and I approach the bartender, if there is a bartender.
Oh, there is a bartender and a barmaid and a,
I try to get one of their attentions. Whomever's attention I can get, I go.
Oh, yes, me darling. What can I do for you, you handsome man, you?
Oh, thank you, but I'm looking for a room.
A room?
Yes.
Ah. Oh, that'll be There'll be 3 gold pieces.
That would be for 3 months, I should hope.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention that, darling. I did. I forgot to mention that. It's been a hard night, you know.
I should say 3 gold pieces. Do you only charge by the month, or can I option the room for a shorter periods of time?
She goes like this to you, so you come closer.
All right, I lean over.
Now, darling, you may think that all these people make us very rich, but they don't buy rooms, you know. They really don't. Most of these people live here. So to get someone like yourself to finally come in and get a room is good for us.
I see.
So how long do you want this room for then?
We shall begin with 1 night.
1 night? Just 1 night? Oh,
yes.
Well, that's... And she names the price for 1 night. And she's doing another night.
I will pay you on a nightly basis for the first 3 nights. If after 3 nights, well, if after 1 night and I'm still here, then I shall begin some other form of payment, perhaps on a longer basis. We shall see.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Would you like a drink while you're here?
Do you sell elven wine?
Well, it's not legal. It's not legal here, you know.
Well, in that case, I shall make do with whatever it is that she is drinking.
Oh, you want what she's drinking? Now that's homemade stuff.
I see. Is it some sort of moonshine?
Oh, yeah. Well, we call it white lightning here.
Very well, then. I will have a glass of that.
Okay, darling. Okay. She goes.
All right. I pay her for the wine. I flick her some copper pieces for the wine.
Yep. There you are, darling.
Thank you. Do you call everyone that?
Oh, here's your one of the good-looking ones, darling. Now, listen. Here's your key here.
Thank you.
Room.
Which room is it? Where
Well,
will
it's
I
got
find
the number on the tag there. See?
I see. Very well. Thank you. I will see you again anon. And I wander off with my glass to the room.
You know, he's going to see me anon sometimes. What's that mean? The guy goes...
Yeah.
Okay. You open the door to your room.
Okay.
And it's got a table, a candlestick, a bowl for washing, and a jug with water in it, and some soap.
I wonder, I approach the soap to see what kind of soap it is, because as far as I'm concerned, elves make the best soap.
And you're right.
I've only ever had elven soap. So.
Well, this is the equivalent of, oh, come on. Imperial liver.
Imperial liver. That's hilarious.
This is the equivalent of imperial liver.
That was hilarious. Okay. All right. Then is there probably not a bath in the room, because that's a bit much, especially.
You can get a bath brought to the room. It does say on the.
Right.
You have this thing, you know, like the things to see in town, you know,
right.
And all this sort of thing.
Right. And there are probably, in fact, well, Fangate has bath houses in it too.
Yes, yes. So it gives you bath houses, but at a certain time, you can get the bath brought up to you.
Right.
It's a metal bath, and they'll. But
fill it up with hot water. All right. Well, I'm going to actually. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stuff down. Does this place look secure? Like, if I leave my stuff here, is it going to get broken into?
There's always that chance.
Right.
Because this is not an elven city.
Right. Okay, well, I'm going to go back downstairs and find the bartender or whoever it was.
She's busy at the moment, but the guy isn't.
All right, I approach him. I say to him, "Good evening, sir. I have some questions about this inn and my room."
Well, it's not really a good evening. I mean, have you seen? Oh, there's not enough people here to make any money, is there? Is there really?
Well, my first
Anyway, you
question,
say you got questions about, don't you like your room?
I'm not sure yet, but I have questions. The first question is, how secure is this place?
How secure is this place? Well, it's one of the most secure buildings in the town.
Of course it is. Do you have a lockbox?
Pardon?
Do you have a lockbox, some sort of vault, somewhere I can keep my things?
Oh, yeah, we have one of those.
And is there a guard?
God! Oh, well, if you call that mutt over there a guard, yeah, it is a guard.
Speaking of mutts, where's my dog at the moment? Is he just outside on the street, or is he allowed in the tavern?
Do you look around?
Yeah.
Sitting at the door of the entrance to this place is the dog.
Okay. All right. There you are. I was looking for you. Beckon him to come in, and I take
He
out
comes in.
and say, "You wait till we go up to the room, and I'll give you a treat."
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You gotta pay for the dog as well.
Pay for the dog.
Yeah.
He doesn't drink your alcohol.
But
Yes,
you're gonna give him some water, aren't you?
I suppose.
And some beets. You're gonna be kind to your dog, aren't you?
Hand over another 5 copper pieces.
Okay. Okay.
And so that should be sufficient, I hope.
Okay, so do you want your key secured in that
I
box?
say, I would like to rent a lockbox from you where I can keep my things. In fact, it's more useful to me to have this lockbox than it is to have a room, because I am an elf and I do not sleep.
Oh, that's the point. But you want a place to meditate in, don't you?
Yes.
Well, that's a nice place to meditate in that room. Which number you got?
Just roll a number.
Yeah.
Room number 5.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking 5 too. He says, well, at least that's not the haunted one.
The haunted one.
Yeah, the haunted one.
Somebody died here?
Somebody did? Yes.
I see. Well, never mind. Alas. Now, my next question for you would be, where would one go to acquire the sort of work that I do?
Oh, well, what work do you do, good sir?
Where I come from,
Would you like to speak to me confidentially in the office?
Perhaps that's a good idea.
I have an office this way, please, if you
Very
would.
well. I follow him to the office.
Okay, he takes you at the back, down some stairs, and into his office. Now,
I'll follow him.
you say you're you say you've got talents.
Where I come from, I am a tracker.
You're a tracker. Is there like anything else you can do apart from track?
I can carry.
You've got weapons, so I'm assuming you can defend yourself.
Well, yes, of course.
You got a dog.
Yes, but I am a
Is
tracker.
the dog part of the deal?
Yes. I can also work as a day laborer if necessary.
A day
Sure.
laborer.
There's nothing else. I can I can wash your dishes. I can clean your kitchen.
Are
And
you telling me you got no money to pay for your room?
I shake my bag.
Ah, I see. You do. You do have money to pay for your room. And,
I just prefer not to spend money when I do not need to.
well, my name is Skip.
Skip. Okay.
That would be Skip Myron. Skip Myron. Yes.
All right. Skip Myron. Very well then.
No, I see you. I see you bumped into a friend of mine by that neck thing.
Ah.
See you bumped into him.
Lindville?
You know, yes. He doesn't just give those things away, you know.
Well, I bought it.
Ah, well,
Actually.
true then. He didn't give it away, did he?
No, he didn't.
Thank
But
you.
he did tell me how to find your inn.
Well, if I hear of any work, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Well then, good sir, I have many things to do.
I don't suppose you know how to get rid of ghosts, do you?
I look at him kind of blankly, like my character is trying to understand what he even means by a ghost. Because elves reincarnate, so they don't leave ghosts behind.
But he doesn't realise that.
No, but I don't realize what he's talking about either.
A ghost?
There are probably ghosts. I probably do have some idea, but I don't know.
I'll tell you what a ghost is, lad.
Mm.
When a person dies, sometimes their spirit's unhappy and it keeps hanging around.
Mm.
And this guy, well, we don't know if he got hung or hung himself.
Well,
but he doesn't seem to want to leave. It is our best room, but doesn't seem to want to leave.
Is this my room?
No. It's room number 2.
Well, best he doesn't bother me, or I shall be asking you for a discount.
So you got no knowledge of how to get rid of them then?
None at all, I'm afraid.
Because I would have paid you for that.
I'll tell you what, if I find someone who does, I will point them to you.
Oh, excellent.
Very well. Good night then, Skip.
And a good night to you.
Oh, one last thing. I should like to order a bath.
Order a bath? Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll get right on to that, good sir. I'll get right on to that.
And I shall require some of Sahanine's petals for my bath.
Yes. I think... Do you carry some of your own, I'm wondering?
I have a few things. I could sell them to you.
You want to sell your own petals for your bath?
Oh, no, I have more than enough. I have a bag that I have collected.
Good. You don't want my daughter to help you bath, do you? It's a little extra.
I'm not sure that I do.
Well, that's fine. Each man to his own. Yes, well. Will that be all, sir? I'll go and set that up now for you.
Be all. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I go off to my room and wait for the bath.
Yep. Dog is like, he jumps on the bed, makes himself comfortable.
I'm going to make a wisdom check to see whether or not I realize that dogs should not be on beds. Yeah, I'm like, you probably should get off the bed there, Blahai, or you might get us both in trouble. I don't think the proprietor of this inn will be too happy to see you there, and he will be coming up shortly with a bath. He or his people. I'm assuming he'll bring 2 burly young men to drag the enormous bucket up the stairs. Who knows? We shall see, son. We shall see.
And
Pat, 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 pat.
he kind of lets you pet him.
And I give him some boar meat.
Yeah, but there's still no movement from the bed.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpack a few things. I'm going to take out a few little figurines that I have of the elven gods, the Seldarine.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just put them up on the shelf.
Yeah.
And I've got, I don't know, maybe some incense or something that I just I light it with a.
Yeah, you'll have all that stuff.
Just a few little things like that, and I make an offering to the Seldarine as this is a prayer due to my arrival in Vane Gate. I pray for protection and wisdom and guidance.
Okay.
And I go to the door and open it.
You see 2 burly guys. Were you the one that wanted the bath?
Yes, please come in.
They bring in this bath and they sit it on a thing, and it's got wheels. It's got wheels.
Okay.
And it's like got a kind of, is a fire under it. And the water is, it's,
Okay.
it's you can see steam coming off the water.
Okay. That looks like a very heavy contraption. I hope I do not burn myself on it.
No. Boss said to do it, we did it.
Now, are you 2 going to leave?
Oh, yes, sir. They put it in the center of the room.
Right.
Is this where you'd like it, sir?
Yes, that's good. That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's the doors over there.
Of course, you realise, this was a real heavy bath.
Ah. Oh, I see. I understand. I start.
Yeah, okay.
Human cities are expensive, apparently. Everything costs money. Every little thing.
Okay, so you bath.
Right. I take a bath and I have my petals and I sit in the bath for a while and I put a towel on my face and I lay there going,
Yes.
I get my meditation and sitting in the bath.
Did you lock your door?
Of course.
Just being sure on that. Okay.
Well, you know what? I'll make a wisdom check to see if I lock my door. How about that?
Okay, go ahead.
15, 16. Yes, I locked my door.
Okay, right. All right. Okay, you're busy relaxing and seeing some of your past, and things are showing up in your head that normally show up in your head. Sadly, some battles show up in your head, and the loss of friends, and of course the battle that you've just suffered from and you lost all your friends, that comes up too. But there are good memories that come up also.
Okay.
So they kind of even themselves out.
Right.
As you're having them.
Right.
So the bath is starting to get a little bit cold now.
All right. Well, if my meditation is finished, then I get out and I dry myself and I put on my clothes and my armor and such. What time is it now?
It's I would say
it's still night time, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's nighttime. It's about 10:30.
Okay.
10:30.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to check in with the innkeeper, and I'm going to ask him to. I don't know what I've got besides my sleeping bag and a few personal items that I just don't want to carry them around.
Yeah.
Right? I guess I can just put them under my bed and lock my bedroom door and hope for the best because there's nothing that's irreplaceable, really.
Yeah, and your dog's asleep on your bed.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I tell him, I pat him on the head and say, "Look, I'm going for a walk. You can stay here, or you can come with me. It's up to you."
He decides to come with you. Yeah.
So I'm going to go and walk the streets and familiarize myself with the neighborhood.
Okay. Okay. Just as you come down the stairs and look towards the bar,
Yep.
the can I have your intelligence, please?
Yes. Not very high. 8. I'm a bit distracted.
Okay. Well, you're in the big city. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you see, you remember he wore brown. The hood was brown.
Yeah. So I'm looking around for a brown hood.
There are.
I imagine there's a lot of brown hoods, to be fair. It's a fucking huge city. And
There
brown
are
is a
at least
very...
8 here that you can see.
Right.
8 that you can see.
All right. I mean, I guess I walk around carefully and try and see if I can... I mean, I never saw a face, did I? And all I saw was a brown hood, really.
Yes.
I tell you what I do is I go over to the position that I was standing in the vision.
Yeah.
I basically try and relive what I did in the vision
Okay.
and do what I did in the vision. And if the people are in the right place, maybe something will happen.
Right. Roll your. Oh. What's their version of you get a feeling?
I guess that would be wisdom.
Wisdom. Roll your
Yeah.
wisdom.
3.
No.
I don't get any feelings.
No. It just, nothing. Nothing.
Actually, there is a thing called insight, but that's you usually use insight to tell if somebody's lying to you. So
Still insight though. Go on.
Yeah.
Roll your insight.
wow, fuck me, and 19 plus 1 is 20.
Okay. You do see, as you're looking over there, you know how you catch something in your sight?
Mm-hmm.
You see a brown piece of cloth disappearing through a back door.
All right, I'm going to make a wisdom check to see whether or not I can control myself from following it. And, well, I get an 18. So do I think it would be a good idea to follow it? I mean, does it something special about this? Is there some kind of impression that I get from it that's more than just something from the vision? Does it?
The thing is, in your mind, it could be coincidence that you're looking for a brown hood and something brown just went through the back door. Could be coincidence, purely coincidence.
Right.
But
Intuition is telling me.
it might not be coincidence.
All right, I follow. I got nothing else to do, no other leads, so I might as well.
You find yourself in an alley.
All right.
And
I look around quickly.
you look to your right, and there is roll their version of perception alertness. Whatever that is.
It's called wisdom perception.
Okay.
And it's 16.
16. Okay. There is nothing down that way.
Okay. I look to the left.
Yep. Roll again.
I get 6.
Okay. there is nothing that way. However, something shoots between your legs and goes the way where you got the bigger points.
Okay.
And you
So my
recognize
right.
it to be your dog.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's going that way.
Bly, where are you going? Get back here.
He goes back to you and turns around, starts going out that way again.
I follow him. Where are you going? Where are you taking me?
And he keeps going.
I sniff the air. That might have been a mistake, but I do it anyway.
Okay, roll your senses thing.
Perception. All right.
Yep, roll that again.
Not very good, I'm afraid. 7.
Okay. You're from the bush, and it doesn't work well for you at all.
Right, there's too many smells. I've never had so many.
smells.
Too many.
But
so
not
many
for him.
smells. And also, the city has sewers as well.
Yeah.
I've never been to a city that actually has sewers before.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely not good for you.
Sewers are a human invention.
Yeah. Okay, but he seems to be persistent.
Okay. All right then. Oh,
do you want him to be a he or she?
it's a he.
He, come. All right, yes, he seems to be persistent.
All right. Well, I follow. I just follow the dog. There's nothing else I have to do. So.
Okay, as with all dogs, there are bits where he stops and goes round and around and then goes in another direction.
Yeah.
And then he goes in that direction, then he goes around and around again.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sits down and looks at you.
Is it? I sniff the air again.
Okay.
Perception check.
Roll.
Oh, and I get a critical with a 20 plus 3, 23.
Okay. Now, back in your memory, when you were in the heat of battle, there was a smell and some kind of makeup, but it didn't stay with you until now, because now you're still sniffing in what smells like the same kind of perfume.
Perfume?
Yes. A man's perfume.
A man's perfume. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So I'm going to use my, I guess my smell, my sense of smell, just to try and follow the perfume.
Yeah.
If I can. Shall I keep rolling, or was that 23 going to affect it?
There is, you know exactly which way it's going.
Okay.
It's going into the whorehouse over there.
Well, I guess I will approach the whorehouse and come up to the door.
There a woman outside. Oh, darling, how can we interest you? What can we do for you?
No, thank you. I'm not really interested. I walk inside if I can.
Okay. You go inside and it's got purple, red colours, and it looks, they're trying to make it look nice, but you can see it's an effort to make it look nice.
Right.
And you can literally see many rooms. And this place is only 2 stories. You can see rooms down below and rooms upstairs. And you imagine the alleyway must be full.
All right. Well, I'm looking for. Is this a waiting room or anything like that?
Yes, there's a waiting room.
Okay, I'll look into the waiting room to see if I can smell the perfume from the waiting room.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You get to the waiting room and you roll.
All right.
What you rolled before?
I roll a 7.
And no. No.
All right. Well,
Nada.
okay. Are there any other doors anywhere that I haven't looked in here yet? Upstairs.
There's a room. There's a door to the right of
Okay.
you, and there's a door straight ahead, and the stairs are coming down there, and the door's on that side. So
Right.
you go past the stairs and through that door.
Okay. Does that door lead out of the building or just to another room?
You're assuming, by the way the door looks and by where it is, that it leads to the back of the building.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go there first, and I'm just going to take a quick look outside there to see if there's anybody there.
Off you go.
Just in case this person went out there, because then if I know he's not out there, then I can limit it to just the inside of the building. And I get 14.
What did you get?
14.
Yeah, I thought you said that. Damn. Okay. All right. You are just in time to see, because there's a lamplight,
Right.
a kind of lamplight. You see a brown costume shoot around the corner.
I run.
Okay. All right.
I dash to the corner.
Okay. And you buggers are really fast, aren't you?
Well, I mean, in D&D, we move about the same speed as humans.
Okay. All right.
But I do have a very high dexterity. My dexterity is 17.
Okay.
So it's very high. That's the only stat that I've got.
As you come around the corner, roll your dex.
All right.
There.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I rolled a 1. I rolled a natural 1. I totally fuck it up.
Okay.
It's a botch. It's basically a botch.
I'm roll dodge.
Dodge. We don't have dodge.
Oh.
I can roll another dexterity check.
Yeah, rolling it. Oh, okay. No, you roll that one dexterity, so I'll let you know what happens.
Yeah.
You come around the corner, you're getting so close to him, your mind gets filled with that. You know, you're getting so close to the guy you're looking for.
Right.
All your honor's going to come back, and that's all going through your mind.
Right.
And then, bang!
Crack on the head.
Yep.
Am I still awake?
What are your hit points?
I have 11 hit points.
11 hit points. Can you get me a 20-sided dice? And that big 20-sided dice, throw it and tell me what it says.
All right.
Yeah.
18.
18. Okay, the lights go.
I do have an armor class. My armor class is 16. So
50. Okay, no.
So
it goes bang, and that does knock you back.
All right.
You go on the ground. You find yourself on the ground on your ass.
Okay.
And
all right.
This guy in a brown stands before you, about to take out his sword.
All right. Can I roll out of the way? I want to use acrobatics to move backwards.
Yep.
To withdraw.
Go for it.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
You're not having a good day. Let's just remind you of bullets in the head. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. You roll a 5, and he goes to take a strike at you again. Okay. But he's only doing it with a staff, you notice.
Okay, so roll again for him?
Yep.
Oh my God, he gets a 19.
19. He hits you again.
All right. How much damage am I taking here?
Well, what's the staff damage? What is
1d4 with a staff, usually.
1d4. So he's hit you twice so far.
Yeah, so that's 2d4.
2d4, okay.
So you want me to roll 2d4?
Yeah.
It's actually easier if I just roll on screen because the big
you just go ahead. You just go ahead.
D4. Roll. Okay, so 3 plus a 2 is 5. So he's got me down to half.
Okay. And here's a dodge, please. But, you know,
I don't have a
Dex.
dodge.
Three Dex.
But how it works in D&D is you have an armor class, and your armor class includes your dexterity.
Okay, so how much? You down to half already?
Yeah, and I've got 16 armor class, basically. That means he's got to roll over 16 to hit me.
Okay, all right. He goes to hit you again.
Okay.
But I say roll your Dex.
All right.
Notice I said he goes to hit you again.
Oh, wow.
What did you get?
I rolled another natural 1.
Okay.
Another botch.
Right. He's about to strike you again.
He knocks.
It's coming to, you know, slow motion, how you can see the thing coming at you and you think, oh my God, this is it. Suddenly, something jumps over you and hits him. Boom.
Okay.
And though it knocks him down, it's fighting with him and you realize it's your dog.
Okay. Now I'm going to get up.
Yes.
And I'm going to draw 2 swords.
Yep.
Now, what am I talking about? This is a human, obviously, or some sort of person?
Well, the dog's trying to keep holding him.
All right. Can I jump onto him and okay, I'm going to grapple him. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Grapple him. So how grapple works is you make a strength check and you roll your strength versus the other person's strength, and whoever gets the highest one for that turn, just for that turn, manages to have control.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to roll my athletic. What is it? Is it athletics? I'll just make it a plain strength check. So I've got 12 strength. That gives me +1. And I roll, oh, for fuck's sake, I got a 9. Okay, so I'll roll a dice for you.
Okay.
He gets a 10.
Okay.
So I can't grapple him either, apparently. Although the dog is with me, maybe I could get advantage with the dog with me.
I think so. Go for it again.
All right, so with advantage, I get a second dice. Hopefully it's better than a 9. Oh, it's a 20. Yes, finally I get a critical strike with a 20. Natural 20, +1, 22, 21.
You get him. You get him in a good... How do you want to get him?
How I would like to get him is grappled to the ground with a short sword pointed at his throat.
Okay.
And maybe the dog's on his legs or something.
You got him in exactly how you want him.
Right.
The dog seems to realize that you've got him, and you've got him in hand. He goes away and sits down beside you.
All right.
But he's ready for action. You can see that the dog's looking at him and will leap again if...
Does he still have his weapons in hand, or his weapon?
No, he's lost his weapons.
Okay.
Because he didn't expect a man-buggering dog to come
right.
Take him out. Yeah.
All right. I say to him, I lean into his face, I say, "Who are you? And what do you want?"
2 good questions. Don't you wish you had the answer?
You best start talking.
What are you going to do? Kill me? You wouldn't get any answers that way.
I press the short sword into his throat a little bit. Yes, you're right.
I see what... I must do what I must do.
On whose behest?
At whose behest?
Yes.
If only you knew. If only you knew. He gives a maniacal laugh. And then he bites down on his tooth and he dies. Foams the mouth and the hole and he dies.
I step back and away from him, quite disturbed and disgusted by the whole scenario. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Make a wisdom check. I get a 10. Okay, so I don't totally freak out. I'm I'm pretty confused. My character is pretty confused. I mean, he's wandering around looking for some dude that he was supposed to be tracking. He bumps into some thugs that are looking for him.
Yeah.
Then he goes into the town following the thugs, gets, after this vision too. Um, so yeah, he's beginning to see this as some kind of vision quest, very personal quest to him. So, by the way, I have 9 minutes left before internet cuts.
Okay.
So, will you still be on in 30 minutes after that?
I might go to bed when you knock out. Had a big day today.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll try and wrap it up very quickly then. I search his body.
Yep. Good idea.
I open up his jacket and I look inside. I get a good look at his face, see what he looks like, really.
Yeah.
What race is he?
He's Elven.
Okay.
He's
Does he look like a wood elf or a high elf or a dark elf? Or
no, none of those. Something you haven't seen before.
Okay. I go through his pockets. I look for any pouches or bags or anything that he might carry things in, or does he have any jewelry?
He has nothing. It's as if he has, as you look through his clothes and that, you notice that none of his clothes have any tags of anything, maiden, or, nothing like that. No papers, no money.
So he doesn't have any pouches?
He has no money in the normal places you would pockets and that. But roll your
Can I pull his body into the alley?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to drag him up the alley somewhere, and I'm going to take his shoes off and his socks off.
Yeah. When you take his shoes off,
yep,
you see that most of him is he's kind of a shadowy color. He's a shadowy color, but you've never seen a shadowy colored elf. And he's useful, young looking.
Okay.
Young looking, very young looking.
Interesting. Does he have any tattoos on his body? I'm going to strip him off. I'm going to search every stitch of his clothing and every stitch of his boots and socks. And
he has marks on his body. See if you're intelligent enough to figure what they are.
Okay. If they have it, do they have anything to do with religion? I could make a religion check. If they have anything
make a religion check.
Or if they're magical, I could make an arcana check.
Well, I'll let you do both of those.
Right. I get a very low. I only get 6 for religion. I'm not much of a religious type.
Okay.
I follow the native religion of my people, but I don't really know anything much about it.
Okay.
Nothing more than what my family taught me.
Try something else.
Arcana, I have +1 on. Oh, I actually get a 20 for that. I rolled a 19 +1. So 20 for Arcana. So if there's anything magical, I might have a clue.
He is magical. He is.
Do I think he's like a wizard or something like that?
He could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
I figured to myself that usually wizards carry component pouches and things.
Yeah.
So if he's not carrying component pouches, then he could be a warlock or a sorcerer, or even a cleric.
Yeah.
But if I don't recognize anything on him as being religious, because well, I failed my roll for starters.
Yeah.
Then, in which case, my character doesn't think that he's any kind of religious
He
cleric.
hasn't got enough to, like you say, he should have pockets and
Right. If he's a wizard, he's going to have paper and paraphernalia. He's going to have.
He doesn't have that pockets and paraphernalia.
Right. So he could be a sorcerer. So which would mean that he would just draw his power directly from his bloodline, from his lineage.
Yep.
Or he could be a warlock, in which case he could have some kind of dark pact with somebody.
There is definitely. Do warlocks have marks and stuff?
They can do. They could have a mark of their patron, for example. Like one of my characters, Bragan, actually, he's not a warlock, but his oath is to the Raven Queen, and so he has this little outline of a raven made up of like 5 straight lines that make 2 wings and a body with the talons.
Yep. Well, this one has.
He's got that exact thing, or?
Yes, that exact thing.
Okay. Well, my character doesn't know what that is, so I mean, out of game, I'm guessing this is a Shadar Kai, and he's connected to our friend Neztak Benzor.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and probably the Raven Queen. That's very cool.
Mm.
In game, I've got absolutely no clue about any of that stuff, so I'm just going to play along with it.
Yeah.
Not knowing or understanding any of that, I look at this mark on his body, and I've never seen it before, so I wonder what it is. But it's a very simple mark. I could show you a picture of it, actually, although I've only got 2 minutes, so let's not waste time.
Okay.
Can I memorize this very simple?
Easy.
All right.
Easy.
So I commit to memory anything that I can about this person, and I take anything that I can find on him.
Yeah.
Any physical objects, any rings, any jewelry, any necklaces.
He hasn't got anything like that.
Right? Any fake eyes.
No.
I look for any other tattoos or markings. Go through his boots.
No.
I feel his clothes all the way through his clothes to see if there's anything hidden inside his.
He does have his cloak. You notice now, is not brown fur. It's got something between the. Oh, it is brown fur, but it's got something between it now.
Right.
Inside it.
Okay. Can I use a dagger to cut it open?
Yeah. No sweat.
All right. I just cut the seam open, and then I don't cut much of it, only enough to reach my hand inside.
Okay. All right.
Feel around.
You find a map.
A map.
Yes.
All right. I take the map. I also take the cloak. I take the cloak and fold it up. I take the staff.
Yes.
Now, how did he die exactly? Oh, that's right. He bit down on that thing.
Yes.
Right. Is there any evidence of that? Like, if somebody was to find him, would they find that?
No. All evidence of how he died. In fact, you see the body just go to dust.
Goodness me.
Right before your eyes.
In which case, I take everything that's left, just the clothes, the boots, the socks, the underpants, whatever the fuck is there. I just take all of it, and I take it back to my room.
Okay. All right. Can you play?
I need to stop now.
Oh.